Hey y'all, it's KJM and it's Monday morning. I barely could get out of bed this morning. I got such a good night's sleep, which is really rare for me. Um, Unfortunately for you guys, I only have time to do one review out of the three movies that premiered over the weekend. I still have to watch last night's movie that premiered on Hallmark at 8 p.m. Eastern. I have not watched it yet. I'll probably watch it this evening. Anyway, let's hop on over to Miracles of Christmas, aka Hallmark Mystery. Last Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, A Reason for the Season premiered starring Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry. Okay, so I am going to say this. This is the first movie for this year's 2024 Miracles of Christmas season this is the first time that I'm giving a movie a 9 out of 10, so I'm just going to tell you that right now. This movie is still on my DVR. I've rewatched it since. I text Megan and told her she needs to watch it. Actually, I think I sent her a voice note that she needs to watch it because, all right, they're back in the little cafe I love when Hallmark, reuses sets that we've seen before, except for that damn ice castle. Okay, so we're back in. They had that super duper kind of religious movie last year that I did like, that everybody was in this diner, and now we're back. I'm pretty sure we're back in the same diner, but we're here because there is a reason for the season, and we're here to really figure out the meaning of Christmas, right? Okay, so let me just start and say that Taylor and Kevin had amazing chemistry. This is the best I've seen Taylor look. They actually got her some amazing tracks. It wasn't like 90s Vidal Sassoon hair where it was blowing in the wind. It wasn't quite like that. But baby, who improved and slid in her tracks and gave her some darker types of highlights in, I was loving it. I thought it made her look younger. I thought it made her look super pretty and fresh. And I just thought, okay, overall, this was just a great idea. It really was. So shout out to you, Taylor. Also, I think this is the first one of her movies in a long time that I really, really loved and said I would rewatch. She's had some movies where I'm like, okay, this is cute. If it's on, I wouldn't shut it off. But this is the first one that I'm like, yes. Kevin, he's in a lot of things that I really love. But his Christmas movie last year on Hallmark, the one that mixed Christmas and hockey, I just wasn't really feeling that one. So I think this is a huge comeback for both of these stars. All right, let's get into the premise. The premise of the movie is Evie Lane is the daughter to a billionaire. She's inherited this billionaire fortune that her mom has created from Lane Cosmetics. Opening scene, we see Elizabeth, Evie's mom, pregnant with Evie, driving down some road somewhere, and she's talking about how she believes in Lane Cosmetics and how she knows one day it's going to be something major, which it does turn out to be. I love the power of manifestation showing up in these movies. Anyway, she's about 8 months pregnant, and we see all of a sudden it looks like her water breaks as she's driving. She pulls over to this diner, and there are a bunch of people that's from this town. They're all together. So it's a fire chief, a sheriff, a doctor, the owner of the diner, and a lawyer. They all are having some sort of unofficial town council meeting in this diner, and in walks this lady in labor. Well, the doctor helps Elizabeth give birth to Evie, and everybody in the diner is so excited. It's Christmas Eve. A baby has just been born in time for her first Christmas. Only thing is, we find out that baby Evie has some sort of medical issue, and they have to rush her to the hospital. Each member of the council found a way to help Evie and Elizabeth, okay? We have the lawyer, which turns out to be Kyle, played by Kevin, Kyle's father. He put up a collection plate between them so that they wouldn't have to worry about medical expenses, that Evie and Elizabeth wouldn't have to worry about medical expenses. and to make sure that they're going to be okay. And I think Elizabeth even hints that some of that money was left over to help with the start of Lane Cosmetics. So this is like a beautiful start to the movie. Baby Evie is fine. We now flash forward to Elizabeth doing like her TED Talk, talking about the wonderful people of this town. She meets with her daughter Evie and says, you've had a really privileged life. You need to be able to meet people that don't just want to get to know you so they can get closer to me and my billions, right? And so she sends Evie back to this small town. I think it's in Virginia. Sends Evie back to the small town to find the people in the picture and to grant their Christmas wish, but she has to do it under anonymity. Like, she can't say that she's Evie, so she goes into this town as Mary Dawson. Okay, this movie was kind of hilarious because Evie couldn't share her identity, she is all over the place. Like, she got arrested because she couldn't show her real driver's license and said that her name was Evie. Like, all this crazy stuff happens, and I think that's what I like about this movie is the comedic timing was great, along with reminding us the reason for the season, which is giving and love and family and good friends, okay? Evie enlists Kyle, who's the only lawyer in the town, to help her find the people in the picture. All the people in the picture, except for his dad, who is the person that took the picture, all the others are alive. So Evie enlists Kyle to help her. At first, he doesn't want to help her, but then he does help her. And he does see that this is doing a lot of good. It's not throwing money at these people. It's more finding out their greatest desires and making it come true for Christmas. So Evie and Kyle, they're around town. They're meeting everyone. They give like the fire chief a very vintage engine that has been really hard for him to track down. They grant him that wish. The doctor needs someone who can take over her practice. They find 30 doctors willing to come to the town and take over her practice whenever she's ready to retire because she's the only doctor in this town. The sheriff wants to keep on the 200-year legacy of her family, and I don't think she has children, so they decide to create a monument for her. The owner of the diner, they reunite him with his son. They were estranged. Now they're back together for Christmas. And then since Kyle's father has passed and he was instrumental in helping Elizabeth and Evie, his wish got passed down to Kyle, and Kyle's wish for Christmas is to take Evie on an official date. This is just super cute, giving this a 9 out of 10, a reason for the season. Definitely go tune into it. I just thought it was well done. It was refreshing, and I think it's the best movie they've had on Miracles of Christmas thus far this year because this put me in a good mood. And I just love the chemistry, the supporting cast. I love the story. I love the manifestations. I love the fact that this little small town, they don't want money. Okay, but to get to know Evie, who was born there, that was their pleasure, and it was her pleasure getting to know her. Soon Evie realizes life is not just about losing her potential trust fund. It's not just about money, but that it feels good to give and to bring light into people's lives, especially during a time of darkness. I think this is the ultimate Christmas movie you guys need to tune into. A reason for the season. Well done, Taylor and Kevin. Once again, the chemistry was off the charts, and that always makes a story even better. All right, it's KJM. It's Monday. Like I said, this is the only review I have time for today. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to the rest of my day. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love you guys so much. All right, and I'm out.